Hey everyone, we wanted to welcome you this evening to our opportunity call. My name is Stacy Fraley. I'm a Senior Ruby Ambassador with Plexus World. Taking time out from your busy evenings to join us for a little bit. And I know that you're going to be excited to hear from a lot of my Plexus friends. We're going to be sharing our successes with the products and also the opportunity. And all of us are either current teachers or we're retired teachers, but that doesn't mean that this opportunity isn't for all of us. It's for men, it's for women, even though you're going to hear from mostly women or from all women tonight. We want you to take away some great information that we're going to be sharing with you. So please keep an open mind and an open heart when listening to us this evening. So a little bit about what this night will look like. First, we're going to give a product overview, let you know about all of the amazing products that we have in our lineup. Then we're going to be following that with several live testimonials, and then we're going to be concluding with some information on the opportunity with our company. A few housekeeping things to get out of the way. People keep asking me, well, can other people see that I'm on this call? No, it's just like going to YouTube and watching a video. Nobody can see that you're on, so don't worry about that part. Or you want to share it with somebody else or go back and listen, you're going to be able to do that right afterwards with the same link. And afterwards, if you have any questions, if you need more information, please make sure you get back with the person who invited you tonight. And now we've got to get some of the disclosures out of the way. So let me just go ahead and read these and then we can get started. The earnings of these ambassadors are not necessarily representative of the income, if any, that an ambassador can or will earn through the Plexus compensation plan. The success of an ambassador depends on his or her skill set, work effort, and desire to succeed. And about our products. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Okay, so now that we have that out of the way, I can share a little bit about myself and my story. I started a little over a year and a half ago. I had been struggling with my weight for years, and I had been trying everything. I had tried some even extreme things, and I would lose a little bit there, here and there, but gain it right back. I had no energy. I was tired all the time. You know what it's like being a teacher in the teacher's lounge, you're walking by, there's always a plate of cookies or cupcakes or somebody celebrating something. So I had a real problem saying no to all of that. I made sure to go get fast food at least once a day. I'd stop somewhere in the morning, stop somewhere else at lunch, and just had no control over food whatsoever. And then when I'd come home every afternoon, I was exhausted. I would beg my son to let me have another 30 minutes or so just to lay on the sofa, just to take a nap. And then that every night I'd go to bed when he went to bed. And each summer I decided, okay, that was going to be the summer that I made some changes. Finally, one summer I saw a friend was posting about Plexus. I was in the right mindset, and I just decided that I was going to make the commitment. So I worked really closely with my friend that summer. She coached me, she guided me, she helped me be successful with the products. Within a few days, I was having natural all-day energy. I actually felt like getting up and doing things. My husband was shocked that I no longer needed my naps, which is crazy for me, and actually making healthier choices on my own. I've gone on now to lose 5 pant sizes. Under control because I've been focusing on the root of the problem and not just masking it. And I've also learned a lot about gut health in the process. So I signed up initially for the wholesale prices just because I wanted the discount. You know, in North Carolina, we don't get paid over the summers, so that wasn't an option for me at all. And, you know, by the time July comes around, there's no money left. So I decided I needed to do something to get it a little bit cheaper. And then I realized, well, I'm going to be paying for these, and I really didn't want to tell my husband I was spending any more money that summer. So I decided to share with a few of my friends. Turns out that a lot of my friends were also struggling with weight or with their health issues. They also had struggles with money. So this has turned into an unexpected business for me. This year I've been working only part-time. I'm only 2.5 days a week. And a few weeks ago I was able to tell my principal that I'm not coming back next year. Sure, but I'm now able to take my passion for helping others and teaching and now share it with adults and help so many people get healthy and reach their goals. I'm also thrilled that I can now be more involved in my son's life, and I can work from home, and I can just carve out the time that I need for our family. So with that, I'd like to welcome my friend Alyssa. Alyssa is who got me started on this journey, and Alyssa, I'm forever grateful for your friendship and your guidance in this whole process.
Oh, you're so sweet, Stacy. Thank you so much for coordinating this amazing event. You've done an amazing job. And thank you guys all for being on. Like she said, my name's Alyssa Snyder. I'm a Diamond Ambassador. And I am so glad that you guys are here. I am actually not a teacher, so I'm going to bring you guys the products and the opportunity tonight. And so, as you guys have all seen in recent media and news, that gut health and sugar regulation is the key to a balanced, regulated body. So we have some amazing products that aren't like anything else on the market, that are amazing, that are helping people naturally to achieve their results. So let me just tell you guys about my favorite combo, which is called the triplex. The first in that is the drink. It's the Plexus Slim. It comes in single serve packages, just like this. You simply pour it in a bottle of water about 20 minutes before your breakfast, and then it naturally is going to may help your body regulate blood pressure, cholesterol, lipid levels, and just overall helping your body to achieve optimum balance. To go along with this are my two favorite products. The first, which is the ProBio 5. Our ProBio 5 is amazing because it has 5 probiotics in it and an amazing special ingredient enzyme that is the kicker for this probiotic, which sets us apart from all the other probiotics on the market. And then we have our BioCleanse. Our BioCleanse is amazing. It helps keep you regulated. It has magnesium, oxygenates your blood, and even may help with collagen production. So this combo together is amazing. It is what I recommend most people start their journey with, no matter what. Like if you're coming just to feel better, or if you're coming to lose a little bit of weight. But regardless, it's amazing for both. And we have 15 products in our product line. They're amazing ingredients. Foremost, our company is really passionate about making sure that we have good quality natural ingredients. So you can trust that these 15 products are awesome, and that our company takes amazing strides to make sure that we have the best products in the industry. So I'm not going to go through all the products tonight. Know that you can get additional information about each individual product from the ambassador who directed you to this actual online sip and see for additional information. But I just wanted to tell you guys about the triplex and how amazing it is and how many lives that it has touched. So without further ado, I am going to introduce Julie Bratz. Julie Bratz is a senior gold ambassador who is actually on bed rest. She is a teacher, a full-time teacher who is currently on bed rest in the hospital. And she actually said yesterday, I really would love to be on the teacher thing. It looks like the baby's not here, and so I would love to do it. So Julie, we are so excited that you are here with us.
Hi guys. So like Alyssa said, I am on bed rest. My little guy decided that at 30 weeks my water was going to break, so I've been here for about 2.5 weeks right now, and will probably deliver next week at 34 weeks. So change of plans a little bit, but so a little bit about my Plexus journey. I started about 16 months ago. I am a marathon runner. I've run 27 marathons. My health was not doing very well, though, even though I eat really healthy, I eat clean, you know, and everyone would say, you know, you're the most healthy, the most fit person that I know, but I was having a lot of issues with head, stomach, you name it. I had been through numerous tests and everything came back normal, but I just know that how I felt wasn't normal, and I was so tired all the time. So I saw my friend posting on Facebook and decided, you know what, I honestly can't feel any worse, so why not? Gave the products a try. Well into the second month, I noticed such significant changes in my health and how I was feeling. My energy levels were returning. The things that were bothering me before really weren't bothering me anymore. My immune system was getting stronger. Gut health was a huge, huge factor for me. And by the end of the 60 days, I decided that, well, I want to stay on these products, so I better sign up and get my products a little bit cheaper. So I signed up for wholesale, told my upline, I'm not selling or sharing this with anybody. I don't want anyone to know I'm doing this. And she said, okay. And after about another month of that, I decided to really go out on a limb. I was really nervous and decided to share some of my journey on Facebook. And my Facebook and my email and everything just blew up. Everyone wanted to know what I was doing. I looked amazing. They could tell that I was feeling so much better. And so my accidental business kind of began in December, and I went silver by the end of December and just haven't stopped since. And I'm actually hoping to hit ruby this month. So it's been a true blessing in my life for a lot of reasons, not only for just getting my health turned around and back on track. And I've met so many amazing people, and I have all these new friends. And this kind of is becoming our plan B. I will likely have to go back to school and teach for one more year, but we found out at week 20 that our son has some special needs and a brain malformation issue. So it's really difficult for me to know that I'm going to be going back to work and we don't know what our son's needs are going to look like. But the fact that I know that I can just do this maybe for, teach one more year and then be able to retire with my Plexus income and really focus on our son. So God knew we needed this plan B, not only for my health, but for our finances too. And it's just truly been a blessing. And as you can see, I'm in my hospital room and I can work this from anywhere. And I think this is the only thing that's kept me sane in the 2.5 weeks that I've been here, really given me a purpose. I'm still working with my team. I have about 190 people on my team right now. And I've still been able to help and support them through all of this. We did our Zoom training call on Sunday night, like usual, and I was here in the hospital and stuff too. So, you make the most out of the situation, and this has just been a godsend and a blessing for us. So I will go ahead and introduce our next person. Corinne Grodi is one of our amazing team leaders and a Diamond Ambassador. So that's one of the levels I know I'll hit someday. So Corinne?
Okay, hey. Thanks, Julie, so much. As Julie said, I am a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus. Before I started Plexus, I was a teacher. I actually taught for 11 years middle school English and had a huge passion for it, loved it, definitely thought I was going to do it for my entire life. And then I actually was fortunate enough to be able to become a stay-at-home mom after I had my children. And so I stayed at home with them, and it was kind of with the understanding that I would go back to teach once my youngest went to kindergarten. And in the process of staying at home, I really enjoyed it. I missed the classroom. And as they started going to school, I got to the point where my youngest was about to start kindergarten. And that's when Alyssa actually introduced me to Plexus about 1.5 years before my youngest was going to go to kindergarten. And I had talked to my husband, and he said, if you could do Plexus, if you can bring in $1,000 a month, you don't have to bring in what you were as a teacher, but we need to have something. You could be able to stay at home. And it's really kind of what I wanted to do. As much as I love teaching and I love being in the classroom, once I had children, I wanted to be in their classroom and be able to help their teachers and go to lunch with them and do all those things. So I started the products. I loved them. I felt better. I mean, it was great. It was a perfect fit for me. And so about 6 months after that, I decided to start sharing. And I gave myself a year of sharing in order to get to that $1,000 a month goal that I had. And it took me about only 6 months to get there. So after 6 months, I was bringing in about $1,000 a month, and I decided, I might not have to go back to teaching. This might actually work out well for me. So now I'm about 2.5 years later, past that point, and I'm bringing in about 7 times what I made as a teacher, which is crazy insane. It's been such a blessing for my family. It's been such an amazing experience to be able to help out at the schools, help out with my kids, be here for them when they get home from school, be able to contribute to our family. It's just awesome. With my team, I've got about 5,500 people on my team now, and I would say I was looking down the list. I'm going to say there's probably close to 1,000 of them that are teachers. I think teachers make the best ambassadors ever. They are reliable. They are trustworthy. People like teachers. You know, they're going to believe teachers. Teachers are not going to steer you in the wrong direction. People will take a leap of faith with teachers. That's what I have found, and I know so many people, obviously, probably close to 1,000 on my team are teachers in some aspect. Retired teachers, current teachers, teachers who have been able to retire because of Plexus, new teachers, everything. So if you are a teacher and you're listening to this, you need to get with the person that invited you on our call tonight. Even if that person is not a teacher, they know teachers on our team that can help you and can talk to you. We can do three-way calls and kind of tell, you know, how different people work the business and how we got to be relating to other teachers in order, you know, to become successful and make the most of this. So that's all I wanted to share today. And we have another awesome person, a Senior Gold Ambassador, Michelle Rusalesi, that is up next. Michelle?
All right. Hey, everyone. My name is Michelle Rusalesi. I have been a teacher for 16 years in the state of North Carolina. I have a little funny thing to kind of start with today. I work with kindergarten students, and a little boy was reading to another student, and he had this expo marker, which we all know is to use on whiteboards. So he opened it up, and he sniffed it. And he's looking at the other little boy, and he says, "This smells like freedom." And I'm just watching, and I'm looking, and I'm like, what is this little guy up to? And he does it again. He goes, "Smell it. It smells like freedom." And then I walk over to there, and I said, well, what does freedom smell like to you? And he says, well, freedom smells good. And that's kind of how I'm feeling about sharing my opportunity testimonial with you through Plexus. Like I said, I've been teaching for 16 years, and, you know, we've been struggling, paying bills, you know, collecting up all of our spare cash and change to make ends meet, and I finally had to figure out a way to fix this. You know, I've always worked 2 and 3 jobs, and you know what? I'm hungry to end this. I'm hungry to search for the answer, and working 2 jobs now is kind of a pleasure. I love teaching, and I love Plexus. I was offered this opportunity by a very good friend of mine, Stacy. That door opened, and I took it. There's a huge support system within Plexus. Everyone tonight on this call is amazing, and the whole company is just wonderful. I never thought that I would be in network marketing. It's just truly building the freedom that the little boy smelled within this expo marker. I believe so strongly in the products. They've helped me, my health, in so many ways. I had very, very high triglycerides and cholesterol, and I look fine. I don't weigh a lot. It wasn't for weight reasons. I just needed to get healthy from the inside out, and it's amazing what these products have done for my health, my well-being, my energy. I just truly love them, and the freedom that it's brought to me and my family and my friends is life-changing. Success was not easy for me. I was always told that I wasn't going to go to college, that I was never going to be a teacher. I was also told I was never going to get my master's, and by the way, I proved everybody wrong. I did graduate from UNC with a master's degree. I'm climbing my way up slowly through Plexus. Right now I'm a Senior Gold Ambassador and honored to be one. I work really, really hard at this, and it's really fun. I love it. It's like I come home from work, and this is not work. This is my fun job. If you're just ready for a new opportunity and to share the love of amazing products, this is a great way to start. When you love something so much, it's easy to share with your heart, and this is more of a sharing opportunity than anything else. And with that, I just have one more thing to say. Within the 1.5 years that I've been with this company, I've promoted 3 times. In the 16 years that I've been teaching, I would say within the first 10 years, I was doing really well, and then after that, they stopped giving us a raise, and I kind of stood stagnant for a long time. But now, with the freedom that I have from Plexus, I'm so, so grateful, and with our amazing leaders and team. So yeah, go Plexus. So I would like to introduce our newest Diamond Ambassador. She's from Ohio. Her name is Julie Adams. Julie, take it away.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, it's the first time I've ever heard that said. It sounds just insane. So my story started in actually May of 2014. I just had my third baby, and my friend Corinne, I had baby weight to lose. My third baby was not coming off, so of course, like everyone does, I posted on Facebook that I couldn't lose my baby weight. So my friend Corinne, she and I went to graduate school together. I also taught for 12 years. And she said, hey, you need to try this pink drink. I'm like, no, I don't. I don't need to try this pink drink. I don't do supplements. I was a total supplement snob. I never took them. I thought they were chemicals and caffeine and never. So I was like, no, not happening. And finally, I'm like, okay, tell me about this stuff. So plant-based, no stimulants, no artificial sweeteners. So I'm like, fine, I'll just try it. So I tried it in May of 2014. I was not consistent. I did not drink my water, and I actually quit, and I got my money back. If you're a customer, you actually have a 60-day money-back guarantee, and I got my money back. Corinne was devastated, but I said, listen, I like this stuff, but I have to be committed to it. I have to be all in. So in August, I decided, okay, I'm going to do this. My husband's also a teacher and a coach, and we had decided, and we saved and saved, you know how that goes, to be able to stay home with all 3 kids the next year. So I walk in and I say, hey, I'm going to try that pink drink again. He's like, no, you're not going to try that pink drink again. You just quit your job. Like, this is not the time to be doing this. But I said, hey, I can, because if I get 3 or 4 friends to try it with me, and I know they're going to want to because this stuff is like nothing else around, that will help me pay for my products. So my only goal was to pay for my products. So I posted on Facebook the first day that I was starting. I had 20 messages in 1 hour because I was a skeptic, because I was a teacher, because people trusted me, because I had a big network of friends and family who knew that I would not stray them in the wrong direction. So this was not meant to be a business. I've lost all my baby weight. Stomach issues are gone. Like, health-wise, it's just been incredible for our family. But financially, this turned into a huge, big thing. I actually am now a Diamond Ambassador. It's the top of the company. That happened in 20 months. Yes, those results are not typical, but they're absolutely possible. I just needed my products paid for. And now I'm able to stay home with my kids again. It's going to make me cry. It makes me cry every time. I get to be home with my babies. So this has been the opportunity of a lifetime. I love teaching. I still love teaching. But my kids, I want to be with my kids in their classrooms, and I'm still teaching. I'm just not teaching what I was teaching before, which was fourth grade math. So it's been the opportunity of a lifetime for me, and I think it could be for you too, even if it's just something small. The business side of this is incredible. The products will sell themselves. If you ask someone for the ingredients, you realize how amazing quality and what these can do for you. But the business side of Plexus, the opportunity that you have as a teacher, we've network marketed our whole lives. Like, I've never done this before, but your whole life of teaching has been that. Meeting with teachers, meeting with parents, huge big groups of kids. Like, that's what we do. So that's why teachers are so successful in this business. So I highly recommend that you talk with the person who brought you and just ask more questions. You're going to have a lot. I had a lot, and I totally get that you're skeptical. I was beyond skeptical. I was out to prove that this company, it wasn't going to work, that the company wasn't going to work, that the products weren't going to work, and look where I am now. So I'm done. I would like to introduce my friend actually from high school, Ruby Ambassador Kendra Flahi.
All right. Hi there. As Julie said, I've known Julie since high school, and my name is Kendra Flahi. I'm a Ruby Ambassador with Plexus, and my story is kind of similar as Julie's. In August of 2014, I actually just put a random Facebook post out on a networking board saying, hey, does anybody know something that I can do? I can work from home and stay home with my kids, because I had also just had my third baby. And ever since my first child was born, that had been my goal, to stay home with my kids. I was a teacher for 10 years, and I just wanted to stay home with them. So Julie actually contacted me and said, hey, you know, I'm doing this thing called Plexus. You should check into it. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, but no, thank you. That's just, I don't do those kind of things. And I had several people contact me about network marketing, and I just said, you know, that's just not me. I don't do those kind of things. So I, of course, continued to watch Julie, because I did admire her, and I knew her from high school, so I trusted her. So I kept watching her, and I did question her kind of every month about different things, about the products, about the financial side of it, and it intrigued me, but not enough to jump on board. So it wasn't until December, actually, of 2014 that another friend of mine who I'd known for several years started talking about Plexus. And I was actually a little bit closer to her, so I started questioning her. And she was telling me, these are these great products, and I feel so good. And that week had actually, gosh, that year for me teaching had been a really stressful year. Again, I had a newborn. I was teaching a lot of classes. I was very stressed out. I didn't have the energy to play with my kids. I just kind of felt overall like not a good teacher, not a good mom. And I also had some health issues that I was just taking medication after medication for, and they weren't really getting any better. So, like I said, in December, it was right near the end before Christmas break, and I felt awful, and I just said, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna have to try this stuff. So I talked to my husband too, and I said, hey, I'm gonna try this Plexus stuff, and he said, well, that's just stupid. He's like, why are you wasting money? And I said, well, listen, I'm just gonna try it, and if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, I can say I tried it. So I actually just signed up as an ambassador. I wanted the lowest price. I'm always looking for a good deal. And I just started posting that night about Plexus, actually. I'm like, well, hey, if I'm going to do it, I might as well see if some people want to join me. So I had a couple messages right away, and I was lucky. I had a couple people sign on with me within the first couple weeks that I started. So that was pretty exciting. And I started feeling better, and I started making a little money, and that was really intriguing to me. So as the year went on, as the school year was approaching the end, I looked at my husband and I said, this has been an awful year. I said, I love teaching. I said, but I hate where I'm at right now. I hate that I don't love going to my job, and I feel bad every morning leaving my kids and getting them out the door by 6:30 in the morning, and I'm stressed about it, and I just need a change. And he said, well, find a way to make some money. And I said, okay, well, I think I'm going to quit my job, and I'm going to do Plexus, and I'll do some babysitting too. So we decided that would be okay, and in May I walked in and turned in my resignation, and started out the school year again. I had some kids I was babysitting, and I was doing Plexus, and I felt really good because Plexus was supplementing my income so that I didn't have to take on so many kids. So it was really nice. I got quality time with the kids that I was watching, including my own kids, and that was super important to me. I didn't want to be watching, so many kids that I couldn't even pay attention to my own kids. So in December of 2015, yes, was my 1-year Plexus anniversary, and that was my first month that I was making the same amount that I was bringing home teaching after I had paid out daycare the previous year. So that was pretty exciting to me that I was really supplementing my income then. I really felt comfortable with that. So that leads me into this next year. As we're approaching the end of this school year, next year I am able to not take on any babysitting. If I don't want to, I actually am keeping one little guy with me because he's good friends with my daughter. So that has been just a total miracle to me. I can't believe that, first of all, I said no to this opportunity at first, but now I absolutely love it. I love having a group of men and women who are so supportive of each other and team building, and I still get to teach. It's just to adults, and it's been a blessing to our family. It's been so exciting to be able to be home and get to go to my kids' school and be a part of their things and still be a good mom for them. So that's my story, and I hope that you will join us or talk to the person that introduced you to this meeting tonight. We would love to talk to you more about it. And with that, I will introduce you to Gold Ambassador, Jessica Burry.
Hi, everyone. Like Kendra said, my name is Jessica Burry. I'm a Gold Ambassador with Plexus. I'm also currently an intervention specialist here in Ohio. So my story kind of starts out, I watched Plexus post for about 6 months on Facebook. And then we had a new employee start at our school the beginning of September of 2014. And she came to me, kind of, we were friends right away. And she was like, all right, I've got this thing called Plexus. Let's, do you want to do this with me? And I was like, okay, well, if God has put two people in my life that are trying to, tell me about this opportunity, I should just go for it. So I did, and I signed up for wholesale to get the cheapest price. I was recently married, and my husband and I desperately wanted to buy a house, but with the house comes all of those extra little things that might happen. Things might break, or you need extra money, and we were just very nervous about doing that. So we rented, and then I started this Plexus, and I was like, well, I'll share enough just to get my products paid for. So I did, and it went really well. So after a couple of months, I said to my husband, I kind of have some extra income. Why don't we start setting this aside, and when we get this certain amount of money, then we'll go ahead and take that leap to purchase our house. So just by doing that, sharing with friends either in my school, or I've been in the district for 12 years that I work in, and within those 12 years I've been at 4 different buildings. So my network has grown immensely, and I work with, just in those buildings that you're in as a teacher, you build relationships with as closely as you work with people. So in all of those little buildings, I had built friendships, and it was nice being able to reconnect with them through Plexus. I was able to, so we bought our house. We have our extra little money, thankfully, because of course things have broken and we've had to replace things, and it was less stressful. Another part of our little financial situation was student loans. I went to a 4-year college in Florida, majored in sociology, got out of school, had no idea what I wanted to do with it. So I started waitressing. Then I got into the school system and decided, oh, I think I'll go back and be an intervention specialist. So then I went back to school. So, I had those student loans, and I didn't have the extra money to pay for those student loans. When you're first starting out teaching, you're not making that much money. So being able to have Plexus as to supplement my income has been amazing, because I'm now able to be paying off those loans and feel like I'm making a dent. So that's just another weight that's lifted off of me. Another positive of being in the school system, there's all those sweet treats around. But it's been nice getting my gut healthy, and from the inside out. I might have one once in a while, but when I walk by the lounge in the past before Plexus, I would grab a donut, I would grab a pop, I would grab my candy jar in the afternoon. Anything that was laying around, I would just eat. And now I can walk by and say, I'll pass. Doesn't really look good. And I'll have my teacher friends be like, what? You're not going to have a donut? I'm like, no, I'm okay. So it's just been really nice. So Plexus has definitely helped us financially, definitely being able to purchase a house and help provide for my family has been amazing. So that's my story, and I'm going to introduce Misty Miller.
Hi, can you see me?
No,
Can you see me?
Yes.
Yes, sir. There you go. Well, thank you, Jessica. I have been my Plexus journey for 16 months now, and I was watching my friend Julie Adams post for about 4 months and pretty much thought she was crazy, which I'm sure most of you might be thinking that we're all crazy. But after I started on the product, I became a product of the product, and I was just really open to share, and my business just started to boom. And this has really turned into something pretty amazing for me. I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I never knew how I could take my dreams and my hopes and really turn them into real life type things. And I knew I couldn't quit my job. I have a master's degree, been teaching for 15 years, and that was kind of a hard thing to swallow, to leave a salary behind to kind of just jump. So I went on this journey, and I kind of just found all these little nooks and crannies during the day and throughout my night, and kind of sacrificed a lot. I am really determined, and I have been able to build this business that I was able to walk in and just ask for a leave of absence for next year. So I'm super excited about that. I'm not counting down or anything, but I have 31 days of school left, and I am super excited to just put my whole 100% of my heart into Plexus and my team, and to just continue to help people grow. I'm a busy mom. I have 2 kids, and I'm a wife. I'm a coach. I love coaching my 2 boys that are 8 and 6. They play basketball, football, baseball. This is the first year I did say I'm not going to do baseball. I would just help out as they need me. But this has just been an amazing journey for me, not only for my health. I totally went into all of this to lose some weight, and I also was really interested in the business side because I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur, and couldn't believe the success that Julie Adams was having. And I thought, well, if she can do this and she can be my leader, I can totally do this. I never jump into anything I know I can't climb to the top. I may not be at the top yet. I'm a senior Ruby, hoping to be Emerald soon. But the more I rank up, it's just meaning that there are so many more people on my team, and that just meaning that so many more lives are being changed every single day. And I've just been so blessed financially as well. My father passed away last year, and my mother had, we had a hard time with all of this. He was on Social Security, disability, and everything ended the day he died. And so, I sat down with my mom. I clearly picture this day, sat down with her at the kitchen table and kind of made a budget for her. It was something, it was really, taking us by surprise. And I laid out all her bills and kind of figured out that she had so much going out that she didn't have enough to even cover her bills that were going out every single month. So it just felt so good to, I was in such a great place with having, being blessed with the Plexus income as well, to just really look at her and just say, Mom, don't worry about it. I'm going to take all of these 5 bills off of your plate. I will pay for them every single month, and I have for a year now. And it's just been no big thing. It's just something that I feel really good to pay it forward, not only to her, but I can just give freely now to so many other organizations and adopting families during the holidays. And it's just been one of my big dreams that I've always wanted, especially growing up not having a lot. I've just always wanted to pay it forward. So I have big dreams of wanting to do like a nonprofit, and just really helping kids at the high school level and even below to know that they can break generational cycles, and that just because I grew up not having a lot of money doesn't mean I have to live my life that way. And I'm hoping that the more that I rank up, it's not it's awesome to rank up and have that goal, but I just know that the financial part of that, the Plexus provides in our compensation plan, is going to allow me to just really give and pay it forward. So I'm really excited about that. And I just encourage you, like everyone else, there's been a lot of heart tugging to encourage you to really just think about yourself. And all of us are just so simple. I know I'm a simple girl. I'm very motivated. I have a strong determination to change the world and change lives. and my determination has really come through with Plexus. I love teaching. I'm going to miss my kiddos dearly, but just like the rest of them have said, I'm just teaching something different. I'm teaching gut health, and I'm truly just opening my heart to anybody who wants to have a better life and better health. So without further ado, I would like to welcome Christina Mitty. She is our new Sapphire ambassador. And take it over, Christina.
Unmute. All right, I had to unmute, so hopefully you can hear me. So I started my Plexus journey in January of 2014. And really the reason why I started the products was to quit a horrendously bad diet pop addiction. So, and I'm sure a lot of teachers on this call have the same diet pop addiction that I had, because one of my very best friends and teaching partners, Renee Vandermerkel, was my first friend to join me on this journey because she drank a lot of pop with me. People would ask me, you know, where's your pop? And I said, well, I'm not drinking it anymore. And that got people very intrigued. I haven't had a single pop since the day I started. Within 3 days, I called Corinne Grodi, who got me into this, and I said, I need to get these products cheaper. What do I need to do? And she told me that I could sign up as a wholesale customer, which is an ambassador. And I said, you know, I don't want anything to do with working this as a business. I am very happy as a teacher. I have a 6- and an 8-year-old. My husband's very busy. I didn't really want one more thing on my plate. But what I didn't know then is that people are looking for products like these. These products are literally changing people's lives. And I started telling people how I was feeling. People asked me where my diet pop was, and I didn't have it anymore. And it literally just kind of, you know, was like a domino effect. People wanted to know more about it. People started ordering. Our products have a 60-day money-back guarantee. So there really is no risk to give them a try. Long story short, in the past 27 months, I've ranked up to Sapphire, which is one level from the top of the company. And financially, this really has changed things a lot for our family. We've been able to travel a lot more, which is one of my very favorite things to do. We've been able to donate money to causes that are near and dear to our hearts. And I've been able to give a lot more to my kids than I've ever been able to do. And in terms of teaching, I've been teaching for 15 years. I'm a 5th grade teacher. I've worked full-time this entire journey. But this is, at the end of this year, I'm taking a leave of absence next year. I'm having a major foot surgery in the fall. And before Plexus, it never would have been even an option to be able to stay home after that surgery, recover, be there for my kids in their own classrooms and with their, you know, just be there for them and focus on recuperating after my surgery. So this business opportunity has completely changed things. If you told me 2 years ago I would be taking a leave of absence from teaching, I would have never believed it. But this whole thing has completely changed everything. We've actually trademarked "what if this could change everything" is a Plexus trademarked phrase, and it is very, very, very true because it is literally changing lives every single day. And I'm forever grateful to Corinne for introducing me to this wonderful opportunity. So now I'm going to turn it back to Diamond Ambassador Alyssa Snyder. Alyssa?
Thanks, Christina. I want to tell you, lastly, you joined us and you heard anything that piqued your interest at all, know that there are 3 ways to purchase the product. You can buy it first retail, which is the one-time most expensive way. You could purchase it preferred, which means that it would come monthly. And with that, you have the 60-day money-back guarantee. Or you could order it wholesale, or which is what we call ambassador. And this is the deepest discount and the most popular way to order. So there are options with Plexus. You know, all of us here on this call are ambassadors, but you can also be a customer and take advantage of our 60-day money-back guarantee. So there's nothing to lose to try the products, and the products are changing lives every single day. So just to tell you just a tiny bit about the compensation plan, if you're interested at all in actually working the business, know that the sky is the limit. You can actually make enough just to cover the cost of your products, or it is definitely your effort and what you put into this. So if you aspire to become something different or do something different with your life, the sky is the limit with this. Know that Plexus pays 11 ways, and there is no inventory required, and it's only $34.95 to start your business with Plexus, which I know is crazy, and people sometimes think that there's a catch, but there isn't. There are no minimums, and you don't have to carry inventory in your home, which is pretty amazing. So I want to say to Stacey Fraley, thank you very, very much for putting all of this together. It has been absolutely amazing, and the stories from our team here tonight have just seriously been very touching, actually, because it's just amazing to see what sharing something that you love, how many lives that it can change. So I just want to ask you guys to make sure and definitely get back with the ambassador who invited you to this tonight, and just wonder what if, like Christina said, you know, what if this could change everything? Who knows? There's nothing to lose to try, and what if this could change everything? So thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you.
Thank you all. Have a great night.